is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone?
Social order?
To protect the person's personal rights.
So that you can rely on the government?
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Because in life and work, I mean, we often live next to each other, but not with each other. We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do with us, none of our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot. I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
If I tell you things are there in Bagan before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that's feeding chicken here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people fairy tale story that you're going and this and this. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the youth days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy.
Please give me the standing But most specifically, everyone salutes President George White for his statesmanship and leadership. Please give me the standing
If I tell you think a day in Ghana before you were born, you feel discouraged. We were the one that feeding chicken here. But today I can't do it.
Like I said, I'm not. It's sad to say that I'm not a politician. I was brought on board by these people, and the people brought me because they wanted something. You understand? So what we're doing now, we're just going to take care of it. You know? And like I said, I'm not. It's sad to say that I'm not a politician. I was brought on board by these people, and the people brought me because they wanted something. You understand? So what we're doing now, we're just going to take care of it.
You think a day in Ghana before you were born, you feel discouraged. We were the one that feeding chicken here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you a fairy tale story that you're woman and this and this. I have to be honest with you people.
You said during the youthful days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I mean, one of me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot do. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
But being refound, don't you think you still follow? This is a political era. Like you can
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to speak chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and parade me in Ghana.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogos? Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
First, in both our U.S.-funded media training and in our messaging to the press, we spend a lot of time emphasizing responsible journalism. That with freedom of expression comes an obligation to verify facts and to not inflame passions without first doing due diligence. Today, I am ashamed. I'm ashamed to tell you that the most irresponsible controversies to emerge in Liberia's media over the past month have originated from the United States. While responsible, critical observations from the Liberia diaspora can be healthy, some cowardly media personalities and political personalities have intentionally disseminated rumors and misinformation into Liberia's political environment from the safety of their studios and offices in the US. And these people are motivated by disruption and a desire to break down trust in Liberian institutions. They don't care what damage they cause. And when questioned by law enforcement, they do not have evidence to back up their claims. Unfortunately, they take advantage of America's First Amendment rights to spread rumors and stir up trouble in your country, which is despicable behavior.
Some of us, we have tasted no blood in our life. All our life was on the altar with our grandparents. We pray every day. When I come home and funeral home, we were hoping. The person we both place our hope on was Jesus Christ, the Son of the Lord, to talk to our Father God. So, Liberians, every time I speak, whether it's the United Nations or the ECOWAS, peace is the order of the day. The man that want to be president, that want to unseat me, he must unseat me in a peaceful way. You don't need to break anything, to shoot anybody, not to call him. Those that are going in, that are going to vote against us for all the rules, they must be happy when they go home. They must not be fighting. This is the Liberia that we want to take. It is not about Georgia, it's about our country. Now, the reason they tell you, but I will say to you again, and I can say it, as a family living there, as friends, I treat my former brothers and sisters better as I treat my friends. Because everyone is all family. I don't know brothers, see, I got brothers, I got sisters there. They say that every day, but the way I treat you as an outsider, how I treat them, they get respect, I give them respect. They get love, I give them love. If they get hate, we give them love. Amen. And they all know me for that. If you see my brother, if you see my friend, you will not believe that this guy is my brother, this guy is my friend. Because I treat everybody the same. Because we are all God's children. Whether we come from the same mother or not, we are children from different mothers, but we are family. So, what I want to say to you, do not continue to listen to people that want to check out other people. And those people that are talking, and I can guarantee you, look, I can bring necessary and lead the people. You will see chaos. Because the program doesn't do have. They don't have to do that. It's just noise. I'm for nothing noise. But you see, I'm a winner. One guy that was working with a foreign ministry that has started because he did the wrong thing. It's the man that come here today say, I was in a rebel group. I don't have to tell everybody whether he's lying or he's lying. Everybody has a rebel group, people know me. If I've ever been in a rebel group, everybody. But he knows the policy. And these are people that are carrying guns. That we disarm. We disarm say, no, you didn't carry the gun. It's the men that come today on TV, bold enough to say, I was part of a rebel group.
Happy weekend to all of you, and wherever you are. It's going to be the long weekend's break because on Monday it's going to be Christmas, right? We all understand it that way. So I needed to come at all cost so that we can start the weekend, and of course on Monday. So I say happy and I pre-Xmas celebration to all of you, because it is the opportunity I will have to tell you that, because on the day itself, yeah, we'll have to give you the time to enjoy yourself. There will be no class. We'll suspend class on Monday. And we can make sure that what it is, because this thing is a worldwide thing. So everyone else will have to celebrate it. So we're going to give you at least Monday so that you enjoy yourself. And whatever comes up, except something really, really strong comes up, of course, for us to come to class, then we'll do. But we know that thing, and whatever strong it may be, we're going to be right here. So right here on this very time, we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and that of good health. And I want to say what a wonderful way to say thank you to all of you again for the love shown. And I appreciate all of you for the level of effort we are all exerting towards our country. And we will certainly get there, and we are getting there. So it's an important moment for all of us. And yeah, CC, what is it? Which one of the domain I should check? I'm not seeing what you're talking. I'm checking it. I hope, because some of my students can share some notes with me actually when I'm on. CC, what are you saying? Which one of the domains? I don't know. Which one you're talking about? My Facebook domain or what about domain? I don't know what kind of domain you're talking about. My DM. Okay, let me check, man. Sorry. And I went down message. All right, so let me see. She is talking about me checking my DM. I don't know. What is that? What is it that is there? Why you want me to check, CC? You have to be blunt. Just tell me which way to go, because we have several other connections, and then we can go to, okay, Facebook. It says 1 or 2. If it is 1 or 2, I don't know, but I'm on 1, and I'm not seeing anything yet. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything yet. Okay, let me go on 1 and see. You know, these students, they can share some things with me always. So I'm interested in knowing what is sharing with their prof so that I can review it. And if it's for sharing, they are also share as well. Okay, so CC, maybe you get data. So you got to check to see data. Maybe you try to send something, but no data for you to reach me. Check your phone. But I think I got data here. You're not cheap, man. I know that. But check it up. Check it up. Maybe somehow. Try to check it up again. All right. So we're right here tonight on this day. 8:20 is the time in Liberia, wherever you are. So we are certainly getting there, and we'll certainly get there. No matter what the circumstances are, we will certainly get there. And okay, I think I just seen the message. Oh, okay. It's personal. She just want to share with the prof. He's student and a smart student. I got it, Sissy. Don't worry. I got it. Thank you. All right. So we want to say thanks to all of you for the time. We appreciate that at least we are here working together for the good of our country, and we'll continue to do so. No matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting moment for our country again. Where is rolling up? Just in 6 years, he is rolling up and wrapping up. That's what we call wrapping up. So tomorrow, the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency President George Manawiya, is going to be dedicating a major project. A major project. That project means a lot. Not only to him, but it tends to erase some bitter histories and memories that we did not have to ever enter into, and to erase it is to replace it with something else. And that's exactly what he has demonstrated. So the PHP community is going to be dedicated on tomorrow, the PHP Park. Now, there was something the President of the Republic of Liberia shared, somebody just shared with me, and I was able to read through it. I was very touched by what the President said. Somebody shared with me, I don't know whether it's an exact statement of the President, but whichever way it is, this is what it is about the PHP community that is going to be dedicated tomorrow. And come and say you like to see me happy. Number one dance I get, girl. At the dance, I just get at the dance there. No other dance you can see that. Get one dance. Anytime I'm happy, that one dance. All right, so that's what it is. That's the dance we call the flying dance. You're flying to the higher height. That's the flying dance. So that's what it is. And we are always flying to the higher height. A lot of things we'll be talking about very shortly. I will be getting to that. And but before we can get there, I just want to clear this up so that you get it concerning what the President will be doing on tomorrow as he wraps up his presidency. So tomorrow that is going to be happening, and I just thought to that, and I think there's another park. They talk about the D12 Sports Park as well. That's Nikru Town area. The D12 area also is another modern facility that has a Europeanized structure. So we are going to also look at that as well. But again, let me be blunt with you on this one, and which is very strategic. This one is historic and something about it. You know, when I hear about D12 page, you're going to be here about D12, right? When you heard about the history of D12, you will know exactly what it is. But they say D12, Samuel 12, you're going to be here about D12. These are the first native group of people who said they wanted to take over the mantle of authority in this country. They said they wanted to take over from the mantle of authority, take top men from power. They should leave from power. That was their own time. They had their own. They said, in fact, they called their party at that time the Native People Party. That party was, they grabbed all of them. They accused all of them of sedition. They tried them. D12 ran away. D12 was not here. D12 ran away. D12 wrote a lot of letters to the international community, all kinds of things. They tried to deny their party, doing all kinds of things. D12 had meeting where they had cutlass, all kinds of things in that meeting. I think I read a story one time, especially about the trial. How they carried them, could they deal with them? That's like kind of history. When you hear about the native movement, that the people then who were championing the native movement at the time, those are the great people. Those are all historic moments. And you hear about those names. There are things beyond some of the names that you hear here. But again, you got to know it. So when that park is whatever it is, then of course we'll try to give you a little story about the name behind that. Now the PHP community is an interesting park. Two things around the area the park is constructed. One, there where we were able to tie on 13 of our government officials whom, according to us, were fighting corruption. When the native people took over, We said the native people are now taking over from the Congo people. We grab those people we claim were working with the Congo people. We try to place them, not try to, but we have some kind of kangaroo coat on to them, whatever. We put them on the poles and we kill all of them. Fire them up. Tie them there and fire them. That was jungle justice. The very corruption we claim that we're fighting down there, not knowing that the corruption will come to swim in. And I can recall vividly when Taylor was giving some of his testimonies, Taylor said something. He said the very corruption business he told people didn't want to go because Taylor had come, and during the time of the coup and so forth taking over from Doe, Taylor was around. Taylor was here, but Taylor was more close to Kwangba than Doe. And he was a very smart guy, and he had come to stay right here when the coup was staged. So Taylor said, when you look at it, the main GSA boss, he was managing the GSA, I mean the General Services Agency, you could buy materials and things. He said during those times, the corruption for which they tied up people on the pole and fire all of them, that the very corruption the native people were practicing at the time. He said there were times, he said he observed something as GSA director. He said for every time the president Doe was going on trip, doing counted tours, all the officials of government who will go on the counted tour, any car that they took, that car will stay with them. Any car, anybody who on the counted tour, the moment you come for the counted tour, any car you have is for you. That's how they used to operate. In fact, they say it was their time. According to Taylor, they begin to now buy big chairs. They said the Congo people were enjoying the country too much. That was their own time for them to enjoy. They start buying big chairs and they're putting it all over. He said that was the moment that brought him to the realization that we need to now institutionalize government's procurement. And at the place they started having problem with him. So when Taylor went to Kwangba, explained it to Kwangba and said that the way things going, we may not get the resources to just be buying things over and over. So what we need to do is to make sure that anybody who wants something to buy, let us at the GSA be able to buy it and supply them. Because even when they come, they buy their own things. Anything they want to buy, they buy it. Right? So we think for sure that the play now they started having problems. When you see GSA now being that procurement out government activities here and that's where it started. That Taylor now started to say, look, we need to keep track of government things because the moment they put them go out, so as a result of that, when Doe used to travel, subsequently when that system was now put in place, it will be the government that will give cars. GSA will provide cars for people who are supposed to go on the trip, on a counted tour with the president. The moment you come back, you give back that car. Unless people taking their own car, all kinds of things that used to happen in this country. But anyway, we think for sure we are certainly getting there. So that area is where we tied people up and killed them. And that was very bad. So you see there. Then that is not just all to it, but we are lived down there with his relative. And that is what he said. And somebody was able to share with me something. So let me just try to see what it says here. Let me see. Let me read something out to you so that you get it. It's a historic moment for Weah and a great moment. And guess how he named that park? You're about to know everything about it. It's going to be. And we're going to know everything about it. And it's very important for all of us. Okay. This is where we are. I think it's an interesting moment for us. Who's here? Okay, there is it. I think it's very good. Okay. So he tries to share, which is very much important. And he calls it his dream. I think we had lived around there before. Yeah. And he lived around there with one of his relatives. I think who's that person? What's the relation? I think a cousin of his. He lived down there with a cousin of his in a PHP community, and that cousin, I don't know, called or used to be called, and or is called Tinakon in a PHP community. That's where he lived. And remember, the man who lived in that community through all those periods is now the 24th president of the Republic of Liberia. So he calls that realization of his dream as tomorrow he is going to be dedicating that park. And I'm understanding that he's going to name that park Liberia Unification Park. Liberia Unification Park, LUP. It's going to be Liberia Unification Park. I'm understanding that's how he's going to name it. So you see why it is? It is the putting the people on the polls and killing them in the name of corruption that what started the division in this country because other people needed to retaliate. Like the likes of my friend and brother who's with the ANC, Phoebe Henrens, his father was also part of those people who were placed on the polls and killed. That fresh memory stays on. Every time he walks there, you see it. But this time, as of tomorrow, Henrens will be going down there. He will only remember that that is the spot, but he will not see those moments that could really refresh his memories to that. He's not going to be seeing that again because that's why it is. So you're now seeing, let me try to share with you something here so that you can get a glimpse of it. Those of you on Facebook, so that you get a glimpse of what we are talking about that you expect to see it on tomorrow. Okay, I think here we go. Is it here? No. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to share with you something that you will be able to see for yourself so that we can pick up from there and you will be able to see it. And let me see here. And okay. So this I intend to share with you. As you go through them, you're going to see them. I think it's going to be displayed. I don't know whether it's displayed on your screen already, but you should have that. So that's what it is. I just intend to see it displayed on your screen so that you have that there. All right. So you can now see it there, right? So this is what we expect to see on tomorrow. This is what you're going to be seeing live. These are pictorials from there, right? These are pictorials from there. That's what you're going to be seeing on tomorrow. That's how it looks like. That's the completed structure you are now looking at there. You seen it there? That's the completed structure. That's what you're seeing right there before you, right before your very eyes. This is what it is. This is the PHP community, and this is going to be Liberia's Unification Park. I understand it's going to be named. So you see, playground is multi-purpose, and that's what it is. And you're going to be seeing this on tomorrow, live videos and things. And the president is going to be dedicating this on tomorrow. And so you're going to see this park. As you see the sunset way there, it's going to be quite a beautiful place that people would just like to be. And that's why it is multi-purpose. You see all of these things constructed right there. That's what you see. And that's what he's living with us as he's living. Try to make, there's certain environment you live in, you can just feel good. You can just get well. You can just feel good. You can just get well. You can just, no sickness can just go away from you. There's certain environment that you just see, you can just get well. If you enter into this kind of place, you took pictures, or if you were to take picture from here, guess what? Anybody will be able to tell you. So these are the pictures that are there. Let me be playing this song on here while I'm talking. There's a song that I'm going to be playing on here right here.
Let's stand and vote CDC, no more 18. Our mother, Madam Claudia, fresh lady of the Republic of Liberia, for standing with our father, His Excellency, Dr. George Manewia, to develop our country, Mama Liberia. People call you well. Some people call you Paramelis. Someone else call you Country Giant. For me, I call you Mama Liberia, heavy sin. Somebody with me, heavy sin. Y'all not want to heavy sin. Those people heavy sin. Y'all like heavy sin. Y'all have fun heavy sin. I will call you heavy sin. Or responsible leader, mayor of his ward. I will always tell it out. I wish I was 18. Happy 14, no more 18. No more 18 all the way. Mama Liberia, heavy sin. The mother with me, heavy sin. heavy sin. Your love was heavy sin. I will call you heavy sin. Pape, oh. After just 5 years, every sin I build the hospitals, every sin I build the schools, every sin I build the roads, electricity, all the people will be sleeping while you working. They don't know you doing the best. They criticize it, but just be focused. Every sin you are sin for heaven. The sleeping monkey them say the roads you build in a Sawako. Only were there for 12 years. They not pay us in Sawo. See the military hospital, now you pure. All the thing was to pay. Today from there, they will put them there. Well, Mama, that be happy.
And so that's a great song. And of course, just the messaging in the song alone can tell you exactly these are things that he's leaving right behind him. And so we just thought to share them with you. And a very fantastic sports park that you can just look at and see for yourself. And that's exactly what it is. And these are moments. These are the challenging moments that our country is faced with. So now the development, and it's very much good for all of us. We are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there. All we wish is continuity of some of these things, which are very much good for our country, and we can improve on them, and we can always make them better. We can always try our best, and we can do what we can to make the country to move forward. So no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. So there's on tomorrow that the president of the Republic of Liberia is going to be dedicating this place. And this is what he had done and over the period. And I think for sure, this is what it is. This is what their president had done. And some of you may be heartbroken and so forth, and refreshed and so forth. Yeah, it brings tears sometimes when you see that somebody who does not deserve to be treated in the form and manner he's treated, had to be treated in the way it happened, and he has to move on. It hurts. It hurts so much. But again, all you can wish for is the best, because this country is for all of us, and he can still make life. He can sit in this private capacity and still be of contribution to this country if they dare need his service. But whichever way it goes, that's him. So we are very much happy that we are able to share these, and we look forward to seeing whether we'll be able to share more, especially as we move on as a people. And this is very much good for us. We think for sure we are certainly getting there. So we're here and we are seeing these things, and that's why it is. So we're very much grateful to the Almighty God for this. And we can want to share with you all of these great memories. And that's what you come on the stage for. It's what you leave behind. It's what people will remember you for. It's not the salaries you make for which people are going to remember you. It's what you did at the time you were working. That's what people remember you for. So people are going to be remember him for exactly what he did. Right. So the song tomorrow is going to be at the PHP. So if you can make your way there in the morning hours, I don't know the exact time or so forth, but again, the itineraries are up, so you can get there, and then you get to know what it is that we are getting to. All right, so that's one thing, right? Another thing that I would like to talk about, I always like to say things, and when I say them, God always has his way to vindicate me, and I'm very happy about that. Last night I listened to the congressman and a presidential aspirant in the United States of America, and Roland Roberts, who appeared on our Liberian-owned platforms, Mary, Scott Whitson, and the rest of the other team members. Our own Wendell Nimler was on that team as well, and it was quite an excellent discussion last night. And I had just few takeaways, and I'd like to appreciate him for his excellent presentation. It was quite excellent last night. Couple of things he said, but just the takeaway. You can't have everything. just the takeaways. He mentioned and repeated about how he sees his country's fight against corruption. He talked about the issue of immigration, so forth. He also talked about a lot of things. But there's something he said that really touched me. Of all the great things he said, there's one of those great things that really touched me. And I just thought to come and share it with us here. And these are lessons learned. You may not like them, or you may have issues with them, but there are certain things about the Americans that are worth learning. You got to learn it. And not just learning it, you got to adapt it. You got to own it. That sense of belonging, that sense of ownership, that sense of love for self. When no matter how you may have your conflict from within, you always have to portray yourself out there as being the best. I love that about them. I love that. And I really, really appreciate him for that. Despite him coming up now to tell us about his country, there are a couple of things he said about his country that really, 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 really touched me. And I think for sure, I'm very excited that I was able to listen to that. This man has been asked questions. I think after the winner's question and so forth, and he's there answering to the question, and he said something, and this thing really touched me. And he said this. He said, in fact, let me play it so that you will listen to him. Yeah, I think it will help us out. So let me play it so that you listen to that part. I will just play the audio aspect so that you listen to that part. Listen to him in his brief moment. Then I will be able to tell you the aspect I captured, and so that we can look at it. But let's listen to him as he spoke last night.
With the government always had different issues because Microsoft, 99% of all government computers were running Microsoft and Windows, and no one else had even a chance. And so it was a monopoly for decades. And then also the most recent one, and this is within the last 5 years or so, was between Elon Musk and SpaceX and Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin. But I've got to tell you, I mean, anybody that would look at those two companies objectively, one has made numerous space explorations, and the other one hasn't even been really successful a single time near to the degree of launches. And so, from my perspective, it makes perfect sense why SpaceX got the NASA contracts and so forth. But they were favored, but they were favored for good reason. And Jeff Bezos, one of the world's richest men as well, owns the space company and believed that they were wrongly denied based on the contract. And so that sparked a lot of problems. So I'm saying the very issue that is between the United States and this particular company, we did not like how that business arrangement happened. I'm saying happens here all the time. What I don't like to see is America going to a country where there is great poverty and meddling. And in this case, what I believe for financial gain for someone on the U.S. side. I'm not saying whether the other officials are corrupt or not corrupt. I'm not there. I haven't seen everything they do. I'm not God. I don't know. I can tell you what we sanctioned them for in here. And by the way, if they are, I would trust the Liberian people and the Liberian government and the agencies, anti-corruption agencies in the world, to really be able to address that. I don't believe our job is to go around and police every little thing everywhere around the world, especially in commerce, because we have so many problems of our own. We need to get our own house clean first. So, and then to answer Mr. Reed's question on immigration.
Derek, I'm sorry. Okay, so Winner was like asking questions, but this issue, he was trying to address a couple of questions and said, look, I think if you listen to him keenly, he said we have our own issues from within. We understand that this sanction thing, but his issue with the sanction is not that he's defending whether these people are corrupt or not. He said the reason for which they are being sanctioned is what he has problem with. As to whether they are corrupt or not, he's not God. He doesn't know. He's not defending anybody to say, look, they're not corrupt. I mean, I'm a very self. I'm saying, look, I'm not defending anybody. And I would never defend anybody and thinking that they're not corrupt or so forth to not corrupt. Again, I'm just saying, once you're not giving me anything to join you, how can I join you and say, yes, they are? It's not about our thinking. We've been out of perception of corruption here. So they have the capacity to actualize that corruption and give us something, incontrovertible evidence or something like that. It will help me. I can now join you because what you see, I'm not seeing it. So if you can give me what you see, I will join you. At least if you show me something that you see and say, I'm not joining you, then there's a problem. So he was able to speak that and say, look, on this identical one here, it has to do with our interest. And if we are doing it for our interest, and there's a guy, I don't know, one Stephen or Councillor Stephen, you were on the show last night. These are the guys who've been sporting Liberia. He calls himself Councillor. And then he comes up speaking definitely and as though people are corrupt, how people are corrupt, they got millions, they going up, all the kind of funny thing that he was talking about. But it's good that Winner was able to keep him in check. And Winner said, look, Councillor, no, let me just try to correct you that when you are saying these things, just say alleged corruption. Because you are a councillor, you can't be speaking like that. But he was opinionating on the show, which of course was somewhat doesn't even make him appear like somebody who was even supposed to be on that platform, because the intent of calling the guest was to ask the guest questions. But he said, you're not going to ask questions, you're going to give his opinion. The same old thing that everyone else is thinking. We are asking about evidence. We know it. You may have your personal views about we are his officials, or you may have problem with Twitter, or what. They are personal beef between each other and all those things that you can just bring it to until he exposed himself last night. But again, the man was able to say, but you are just speaking to the same thing. I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm having problem with sanction. I'm not saying I having, no, that's not what I'm having. I'm saying on this identical one is all borders on economic issue and of our interest. And that's why it is. And that is where I get a problem. I believe that this is not why it ought to be. And that's what he was talking about last night. So when he stressed on that, it was very essential that he was talking about, look, we have our own issues from right here within. And he was even acknowledging our Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission and also to keep up the fight. So that, because these are evidence-based ones. When they come up with something, it's something you can run with to court. So we can, and I'd always said too, I've said it. I said, there's nothing that LACC has come up with in this country that I haven't backed. So nobody will tell me AB been backing corrupt people. No, I haven't. There's nothing that LACC then come up with in this country that I haven't put them up on. No, I'm on record. When the folks at the NTA had a problem with money, they were not taking pay here and there, I was able to encourage them, because we play audios and things about Macaulay or so forth. I was able to encourage them and say, look, you can go on with protest. I was able to even steer them up towards that, because we don't want people suffering. People should account for what they do. When they came up with the issue of the agriculture ministry or so forth, we spoke about it. When they came up with the neck boss, we spoke about it. There's nothing about it that came from our institutions from within this Liberia that we did not speak about, because these people were working in government. No, we always spoke. We just need something. So like he was saying, that's exactly what we were talking about. So nobody has, we think that America has a great opportunity to help us, because most of our officials are scared of America. The moment America come up with something, they will be scared. America can help us to really deal with this issue of corruption. So you can't take them away. You got to give them that credit. They have the power, might, and anything. Because every one of us here will look up to America. So as a result, they have that power to make it to work. So all we're asking for is that we'll join them, because they are helping us. Why would America want to help me and then be against America? How is that? What is the logic in that? America wants to help me, then I'm against America. Why? Because the corruption eating up everything. The people we giving respect to, yes, someone they don't deserve the respect, but because they're eating money and we don't know how it is, we're saluting them. But the day we get to know how they're getting their money, and Tina will say, no, you don't deserve my respect. It's my money you're stealing. Why am I going to be paying respect to you? We'll know all of these things. And the system here, since they released these sanctions, it has been difficult for all the sophisticated journalists here to make follow-up investigation on all of the land issues in these sanctions. Because they're not looking for it, but the journalists are looking for it at least to tie it and say, oh, yeah, recent time, the people said that Magay or Twain, the SYZ, our further investigation have found out and verified that these are the things that happen. You know the kind of things, right? So you have a lead to it. We tried. It's not just coming up. We don't know where it's coming from, but maybe somebody somewhere is hiding something. And the corruption business in this country is systemic. So we see it that way. It's difficult that we can find it. So when they are sophisticated and they can help us with it, we'll go on. Look, nobody will want to help us and we don't help ourselves. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We are counting on it. They have the sophistication. They have everything. They want to help us. And let us see it that way. So his issue was, no, I'm not saying people are doing that, but I'm saying when we are doing it because one question he asked was, he asked the counselor, he said, counselor, I'm not talking about these people who have not been reached over the period. Why is it they have been reached over the period? No one sanctioned them until our interest came before they start sanctioning them. Because ever since you said, since 6 years they got in power, they've been stealing, according to you, the counselor. So the man was putting it back to he, the counselor, who was just speaking loosely and say, okay, let's agree that they've been stealing all the people. Why I said now that something should involve us before we sanction them. We know that they've been corrupt. So like you are saying it. So the corruption they've been doing over the period, why didn't we have time for that? Until now when it involves our interests. He said it didn't start now. Like you are saying. It didn't just start now. So you are putting the loose talking counselor in his place and rather deal with him. And that's exactly what it is. These are people who bring their emotions and things. And normally, you know, when you come, it's not like in a courtroom where you're going to defend your client and you're going to be definite about what you're defending your client about or so forth. There's sometimes when you come outside and you're no longer in a courtroom, there are specific things that you know that generally the layman would know. They expect you to know better. So as a result of that, a layman in Winner namely has to tell him, say, counselor, please calm down. Say allege. These are things, you know, you're lawyer now. So a winner is supposed to be telling him that. So everything about him, he was very disgraced and put in his place. But again, that's why it is. But let's go to the point that I want to stress about institutionalization and love for institution. It doesn't matter what is involved. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who is affecting. Whoever is affecting is against me. Once it is wrong and it's condemnable at all times. So let's listen to him. And that part I will stress on a bit. But Winner is first starting us with and I think we'll correct him.
Honorable, you did not answer my second concern.
Mr. Nimlin, can we allow the guests to be done? And then after we have a follow-up, I will give you the opportunity. But go ahead.
No problem, Derek. Thank you. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
So for Mr. Reeves' question on immigration, yeah, that is wrong. That we're basically playing a lottery system with visas. And I can tell you, I was greatly disturbed even 2 years ago. I was hosting delegations from Africa and different governors and different ministers, different cabinet positions, and we had sitting governors that could not even get a U.S. visa. Their visa interview was scheduled for 2 years from now in 2025, May of 2025 and April of 2025. These are sitting governors coming to meet with governors and Congress people and whoever else in the United States to be better leaders for their homeland. And we could not even give them a visa. Yet at the same time, we have a very porous southern border where everybody imaginable is pouring through. So the whole problem of immigration in the United States is completely upside down and backwards. If the people who are trying to do it right are being denied, and then the people who are doing it wrong seem to be getting everything. But a lot of times in life, it sometimes looks like the people who are doing wrong are the ones winning. And I can tell you, you have to guard against letting that play tricks on your mind and kind of enticing you to start doing wrong with them.
Now, listen to that part. I want you to get that part. When he's talking about the immigration issue, there's a key point that he just raised, which of course I want you to take it and take down notes, students, tonight. He said there are a lot of times in life where people will do things that the right thing to just make that. Many times in life, people will always appear to be doing the wrong thing and they appear to be winning. Listen to this part.
We have a very porous southern border where everybody imaginable is pouring through. So the whole problem of immigration in the United States is completely upside down and backwards. If the people who are trying to do it right are being denied, and then the people who are doing it wrong seem to be getting everything. But a lot of times in life, it sometimes looks like the people who are doing wrong are the ones winning. And I can tell you, you have to guard against letting that play tricks on your mind and kind of enticing you to start doing wrong with them.
Right. So many times in life. So the people, it always appear like the people who are doing the wrong thing, they are winning. And sometimes when a movie, you say, oh, let me just go join them one time. He said, no, don't join them. They may appear like they are winning, but don't join them. That shouldn't make you to think that you should join them. No. That should not make you, and that's the kind of thing that people, like the election that I went on, the people did wrong thing. They finish winning. Then you will see people coming from their party who believe in the truth. They're going to join the people now because whatever it is, once you know that the wrong thing that happened, don't let it move you. Say, oh yeah, they play everybody going. So I will go there. Everybody going there, is that why it is? Look, a lot of people may be doing the wrong thing and it appears that they're winning, but guess what? It shouldn't move you. Don't join them. The moment you join them, you just endorse them. So that's why exactly he's talking. Remember, there's a man of God too. So he's always putting a theoretical thing there inside. Yeah, theology thing there inside.
We're seeing that in the United States in the last 2 days. I was having to talk about all the American corruption just with Colorado and what they're doing with keeping Donald Trump off of the ballot, which, by the way, is just a symbolic move at the moment because they've made the order and then they put a stay on it. And then when the U.S. doing it wrong, seem to be getting everything. But a lot of times in life, it sometimes looks like the people who are doing wrong are the ones winning. And I can tell you, you have to guard against letting that play tricks on your mind and kind of enticing you to start doing wrong with them. We're seeing that in the United States in the last 2 days. I was having to talk about all the American corruption just with Colorado and what they're doing with keeping Donald Trump off of the ballot, which, by the way, is just a symbolic move at the moment because they've made the order and then they put a stay on it. And then when the
so listen to this part. There is a part I want you to get, and I would have a bit of time explaining it. Let me give you the history of why I have interest in this part. He transitions and goes back to America's corruption. He goes back to America's corruption and attacks the judiciary. And so the judiciary is corrupt. He said, look at in the last 2 days, what these people did to take Donald Trump off the ballot. That's corruption, right? Granted. So that's it, right? Who is this man? This man is running to contest against Donald Trump in the same path. That's certain things I told you you must learn from the Americans, right? This man is a Republican. Donald Trump is a Republican. In fact, inarguably the most popular. This man wants to be president. He wants to win the primaries so that he becomes president of the United States, or he want to contest against the Democrats candidate in Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is good. Now, but this man, despite him contesting against Donald Trump, he does not see the removal. He say has a wrong. He still calls it corruption. They come up say, Abraham Weir is corrupt. You will not run. Though that the wrong thing I know is happening, and because I know Abraham Weir and myself in the same competition, but that wrong thing will eventually become right. I will start using it even against Abraham Weir. Say, any of the Abraham Weir man who you want to carry, like you see how they do to him, what they kind of thing. That's what people do. These people that they discipline together in there. This man is a Republican. This man is against the most popular man in their race for candidacy. They're going for the primaries. Now the court help him. He doesn't see that help as a good help. He sees it as wrong. He calls it corruption. I want you to understand what I'm saying here. If it were in the CDC, or in the Unity Party, where two people running, and then something else happened, somebody is wrongly taken off, that you yourself you know that where A to B you is wrong, you will start celebrating it and then hearing that wrong because you believe that it has given you opportunity to outshine your competitor. Right? Even when they place people on sanctions, there were people within the CDC who are saying, yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm moving for that. Out of this, that's not institutionalization. This man has demonstrated that we are part of an institution, not just that, but that institutionalization, and despite his personal quest to become president of the United States of America, it does not blind him away from what he sees as wrong. Right? Now, there were people who in the CDC who were saying that they were disenchanted. They voted opposition to power in a warm manner, knowing that the opposition leaders that they were voting were not the right people, but because of their anger. This man did not allow his problem or his quest to contest against Donald Trump to support the fact that he's off the ballot. Everywhere you and myself today were celebrating. Everywhere you and myself were celebrating. In the CDC, people voted against this because they said they're disenchanted. Their whole institution, they left it. They are disenchanted. Though the candidates that they were voting for, they knew it, that these candidates were not going to deliver. Yet they went there because they wanted to create a hate and send a message to the institution. They celebrated it. This man is not doing that. Donald Trump is very powerful. You know why it takes for them to take Donald Trump for the race? That's a good thing for him. He should be celebrating it. He should be happy. He should see that his chances are up. He doesn't see it that way. He sees that it's wrong. He describes it as a corruption. You look at the CPP, like one of my students just said. Because Alexander Cummings is a competitor against Joe Boakai, Bernard Ure takes Alexander Cummings to court on fraud issue. Boakai supports Bernard Ure to go against Alexander Cummings on fraud issue and celebrates that from the same institution. Then the same government that they've been insulting over and over is the government that they went to prosecute Alexander Cummings. So you saw Serena Sifos and the rest of the other guys, they and Boakai then were now doing business because Alexander Cummings should be hurt and taken off so that Boakai will gain advantage. That's our politics in this country. It's not. We always pray, even when the wrong thing is happening, we celebrate it because it is at our taste. Like the last time involving the AFL issue, how they grabbed my boss, they treated him like a rebel, and of course, kangaroo military personnel were behaving in that form and faction. Then some of you were even celebrating that they will grab me and beat me, they will get ready, and I'm gonna be pumping tire. You were laborious and saying that. It said because you have no love for AB or what, forget about it. Wrong is wrong. That is what this man spoke of. And that is what I learned from him. That is what I always learn from America. There are some great things you can learn from them. This man and Trump from the same institution. This man is contesting against Trump to first defeat him. And Trump is the most popular candidate, the most winnable candidate there that he's contesting against. But the action taken against Trump is not something that he celebrates. Because he believes that tomorrow it could be him. Whatever is happening, he sees that it could be him tomorrow. Or maybe it's from the same party. He needs the support of the party. But, you know, people should understand these things. This is what our society is all about. We celebrate wrong against each other because that wrong is not affecting us today. But tomorrow when it turns to us, then it becomes wrong. No, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who's involved. It can even be your better person that you're against. Once that wrong is meted, they call you, you say, me, I will not support it, not because I get problem with this man. That thing that you did is not good. It could be me that you do it till tomorrow. You stand on the side of the truth. Truth never changes. That's the part I captured for him. And that's what I want to send out to you who call yourself political participants or so forth here and there. I gave you classic example about two political institutions, CDC and the CPP. We support wrongs. Once that wrong thing that happening is benefiting us, we support it. To the extent that it comes back to haunt us. In no time, that same wrong will come and haunt you. Classic example. In Magibi County, Nathaniel Magere is sanctioned. Nukwe, the rest of his followers and so forth. You know, there's some friends, my friends, or whatever it is, who are close to Nukwe. They begin to insult me. They insulted me when I said, no, the sanction, it didn't explain anything to me. No, I'm not supporting Magadian or so forth here and there. I want to know the source of Magadian money. You think I don't want to know too? But it doesn't explain anything. So I haven't seen it. So I don't think it's right for us to deny them from contesting. They insulted me the day I was here. When Nukwe fell there now, what happened? That seemed wrong. That was right against Magadian, now it became wrong to them today. You see, these things, look here, for me, Liberian people, you will learn the hard ways on this. You make like you cost me any kind of way in your life that your business. I will stand on the side of what I believe is truth. And I'm scared. I will stand on the side of it. We have been hurt. Our character, everything, institution friends have looked at us all kinds of ways that they are business. You know, Liberian men believe in business as usual. And like the man said again, he said many a times, you will see people doing things, the wrong things, like they are winning. It is not your business to come and join them because you think that they're winning all of the time. No, you got to stand your ground. You got to stand your ground. Because that same wrong that you're supporting today, it will come back to haunt you. Just last night, and I was discussing something about Yeke Koloba, right? I said people left from their districts, forgetting to know that they were having a president in the race as Joseph Boakai. They left their district to come and vote for Yeke so that Yeke will continue insulting President. We are all describing or being tough on President. I don't want to say insult. Let me put it that way. Yeah, being tough on President. We are, right? They did that. We are already, we are lost the election. So the objective of electing Yeke for them would not be achieved. Yeke won, but they were not successful. And I told you, say there's the difference between winning and success. Now, for them, they won, but the objective of their vote, right? Their vote managed to win against Josephine Davis and the CDC. Did they succeed as a result of the outcome of the election? No. It is Bwakara there now. It is not we are anymore. Now they expect Yeke to change, right? Let me go play you something that Yeke said today. I know you didn't cause whatever it is. You know, I will always speak the truth, and God will always help me to vindicate me. And you say I can be lying. Let us go. We are going there. Me, I pray and thank God so much for being by my side all of the time. Let me play you something that I listened to from Yeke Koloba today. As though I was like saying it, as though you were planning a press conference already, or you were coming up with something. Let me play you something from him today. He said something, and let me try to share with you. Okay, I'm achieved it. My brother there. Yeah, 2 years old, my man. I had to play his stuff then, right? But I just want for you to listen to what he said. Just for period. So you're listening to him for a moment. I don't think we'll be able to play all. But you're listening to him for a moment. It will come back to what I told you yesterday. It will come back to this story the man is talking about. That wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter what it is, who is doing it, who is happening to. When it's happening to you now, you start what they call it. But let's listen. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to him. I think it's good we all listen to him. I hope I can get him louder. Here, let me see here. Sorry. I hope Dua Crusoe can help me to set up this thing. I want to get it clearer. Why am I not hearing?
Everybody sat down there because we need to chop. Oh, that because of the so people want to become 2017, right after the election, 1 month after the election, Unity Party sold themselves to CDC. Just for the deputy speaker position. You see, you see CDC today standing up. CDC is a party. Unity Party was not a party at that time. Maybe they will be party now, but wait to see. They sold themselves because they wanted to be deputy speaker, because they wanted to be on committee to bring hardship on the Liberian people. In my mind, I see the same thing coming back. If you put Thomas Fala here, Thomas Fala is a senior criminal you put in here, and you put Rachel Kun here. Rachel Kun is no different from Thomas Fala. I will vote for Thomas Fala. If Rachel Kun knew he was a United Party man and knew that he fought to be an opposition man, he was not supposed to be in the black with Fonabi Kofa. He was in CDC black. Enjoying that today you want to be opposition. You don't have my support. Musa Belete has my support, and I gave him my support. Sometimes I listen to Spoon, I see frustrated people that George Weah sacked because they stole from the government. I see them trying to criticize George Weah. Who are you to criticize George Weah when you help George Weah to fail? Who are you to criticize George Weah when you help George Weah to fail? I see my mother, the mama will call you. You are working in the government and sacking you want to. They tell you are not working. You are supposed to talk. I see Judy Falcon that were here justifying why my babies, why the children passport, the children program should be disrupted. He was justifying it because you stole George Weah sacking, so you want to be paid. Nobody take you serious though. Nobody take you serious. I see people, I think one mama also on the show too. I see them. They all working government today, they tend to credits. You people are not serious people. You people are embarrassment to the country. You people are criminals and just sit on that platform and want to denigrate people. Who are you to say Musa Belete la role? Who are you to say Fonadi Kopo la role? When you say stole the sack you, now you want to talk. We can talk because they not give money from George Weah. When I talk people listen to me, they're not using Falcon there. Now frustrated what the man said I guess water spoon all frustrated. Maybe you want a serious link with George Weah and George Weah did not give him the opportunity. That's why he behaving the way he behaving. He's still on radio, Musa Belete la role, Fonadi Kopo la role. Look, let me tell you something today. I do not need nobody to make me who I am. The Liberian people will make one time. I do not need nobody. I don't need your on that platform. You discuss me. Why you want to discuss me? And let me say to the incoming, the government in power now, the Unity Party. People say, "Oh, mama, you need to change your tune." If you behave the way the previous government behaved, I would never. In fact, I would tune the radio up than ever before. Because the Liberian people need peace. We sat down here. We sat down here in opposition for 6 years. We saw all the wrong. You were on the substitute bench. You came to correct the wrong. Let me say again to the U.S. government, if you think the sanction is to suppress the opposition, you waste your time. You better bring the sanction for me. You waste your time. We will keep the opposition feet to the fire. If we have to protest, we'll protest peacefully. We will assemble peacefully. If I'm here on the inauguration day and the opposition is protesting to say bring the World Economic Crime Code, it's out of it. Democrats say we must protest peacefully. Why shouldn't we protest peacefully? We know and we show that Ambassador Bwaga government will do the right thing. We'll bring the rest price down. We increase the civil servant salary. And in fact, the budget are coming. The civil servant salary must go back to state of coast, where it was before. Where George Weah married, it should go back there. Money here. What Vice President often need money for? Joseph Bagasa, Vice President for 2 years, he said he was old kappa. So he was only there for the budget. So Jeremiah can be there again for the budget for 6 years. No. We think it should be reduced. We think the Vice President office do not need a budget. We think the speaker budget should be reduced. We think the speaker should be carrying $1,500 gas away every month, then $15,000 worth of gas. We lawmakers should carry $500 gas every month. If you all the citizens can push us to make it, it'll be okay. Money here. We don't need foreign money to improve your lives here. We need to stop going to no money companies and start getting kickback. So if anybody think we roll back, we got in the street, we got on the rain, for you people to do the same thing that the Lebron said was wrong, you waste your time. You will have me to contend with. Going forward today, from today, Joseph Boakai and myself, President Boakai and myself, we are not related. He's not my uncle. I am not his nephew. My name is Honorable Yeke Yapawulu Kolba, Representative District Number 10, and he's the president of this country. When he want to call me, he will not call me nephew. I will not answer. I don't know him. He and myself got no relationship. The relationship between us is 60% Lebron want to change, and the change has come. And we must deliver. And I will not join you to feel the Lebron if you have to feel. I know you are a good person. I know your government will be done the right way. But we need our right to talk. We need our right to protest. And before I end up, let me say a big thank you to former President George Weah for maintaining the peace. Because where we were at that time, when our imam formed, if you are not going to maintain the peace, I was going to force him to maintain the peace. I want to say a very big thank you to you, former President Weah. Thank you for maintaining the peace. I appreciate you. And I really appreciate you. Let me close up by saying, we see people going to agency, people that got tenure position, threatening them, going to Yimale's office to central bank, giving her assurance that they will make her central bank governor. We don't want to waste one thing in the country. We don't want it in the country. And I got evidences. And after the first 100 days, I will tell you the Lebron who all went to Yimale office and who all went there. People got any position, we don't need them. Prosecute them. Bring the result public. Let the law be the law. If anybody think they'll take somebody from there because you got power, if you do it tomorrow, if like the causing you understand will start the causing tomorrow. Let the people that got tenure serve their tenure. If you got
Oh, we don't want to hear about causing business. All right, so the reason I'm playing this, it's not like I'm a fan of Yeke. No. And I'm playing this so that the UP folks can listen. You planted this man for Weah. That's why you voted him. Your intent was not to see him as a lawmaker. You think that he's somebody. No. You left your district and interfere in the people's district involuntarily. In fact, for us to say trucking is for the lawmaker himself to go for people. You people, educated as you are, you took yourself and you brought yourself. Now you're saying what he's saying. It's not I'm a fan. I had to do that. No. Look, I will never, ever be a fan of anybody who addresses anybody in a very terrible manner. I don't do that. But the very thing I was saying on yesterday, that it coming to true today, just yesterday I was saying that, yeah, today. The man had press conference, and he's saying these things. In fact, he denounced any relationship with God. You know, when somebody want to disgrace you now, they can say, you're not my relative, you're not my pa, you're not my ma. That means they're ready to disgrace you now. If they take away all the relation from there, and they say, you're not my pa, you're not my uncle, don't call me anything, what? That means they're ready now to disgrace you. And he started on what? And now they've spoon there where he used to be flying on, or when they're ready to say 14 in district number 10. That spoon there where we send journalists there to be doing XYZ. That is time now. Let the spoon people be sending people to his press conference. Let him be capturing more and be firing their bosses. And now the place journalists used to go. Let them go there now. Let them be following. You know, these things when we are saying it, you look at us like we are bad people or this, that. For me, wrong is always wrong. And I will never support it because it's against someone else. I will never, ever support it. That the lesson now. It's not that seditions are happy that this, that, here. No. They create, I told you always there's a parable. It said when you ride on the tiger's back, you will end in his belly. You listen to Yeke. Yeke said they were prepared to bring this country down, how we are not considered. In their interpretation, we are needed to go at all costs. That's what he said. We are for meeting in the peace. He thanking so much because they were in a form. They were in their form. But they were in their forms. They were ready to bring this country down. That God just touched the heart of we are to say, look, just let it go. Because they were not ready for it. You see where we are? I said these things. You see how it is being confirmed today? I mean, you're taking I care about your approval or whatever it is. Do you already need your approval? Do you people know that some people to come approve me before I'm what they call? You already making a sound decision before in your life? Because but just what you did, it doesn't. Yeah, say crazy man telling me, oh yeah, be you like that. And they say, oh yeah, crazy man, I'm gonna be moved by because somebody who not correct telling me that I'm this. Then I will correct. Then I look at that person who not correct and say, yeah, why you doing hurting me? Probably for the fact that you don't even by your conduct, you don't even that thing will hurt me. I can be looking at you, I just be laughing. Bunch of people who follow hatred until they run decisions that they know that tomorrow, if it turn against them, it will haunt them. But because today they are benefiting from that wrong, they celebrate the wrong. Our country is peaceful. We're going to watch a lot. We're going to be looking at it. You listen to it. You think citizens that honor their post, they're very happy and listening. No, they are saying that this is the food that you cook for yourself is about to be dished out. I said, and I said, Yeke is somebody who's frank on issues, but his manner of approach is what I get problem with. I said that. I didn't say Yeke corrupt. I didn't say Yeke this. I never said that. I say his manner of approach is what I don't like. It undermines decency. I've said that. I'm still saying it here. Anything you call for yourself, and I there now. The man said you will not change your tune. He said, if Broker tries it, time for cursing, you will curse. And he mentioned that just not a hard, just call it off. And no cause then I will not play it here. Because that Broker there now, I will not play it here. It left with you to live with your cause. Your cause you created for yourself, you will live with it. Not me. I will never play for my decent people that here. No. If you insult, that's it. It's on that side. I will not can't play. You can't listen to you again. Because you think that kind of thing I'm going to do here because I still believe in what I believe in. It doesn't matter who's in power. I'm not like you people. I'm not like you people, and I will never be like that. I can't be teaching. Then I don't practice what I'm teaching. No. I got to practice it. There's someone who teaching agriculture, he get even gardening. But he's saying teaching agriculture or teaching about people about soil. Then he get gardening, he get backyard gardening. I don't kind of thing I go for. No. I just believe it's wrong. And God just made it so much that this honorable man was just able to make that statement. And which of course just tie into what we've been saying. Folks, a hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Let us make Liberia a great place. Let's forget about the animosities and hate. It doesn't help. We are just going through one circle. It doesn't help. Anything that is condemnable should be condemnable at all times. It doesn't matter whether it's happening to AB. Some of you can be praying for bad thing to happen to me. Tomorrow, bad thing happen to you. Now you want for people to be sorry for you. When bad thing happening to me, you're not sorry for me. But when bad thing happen to you, now you want for people to be sorry for you. Bad is bad. It doesn't matter who is happening to. Hey, my people. Hey, you're getting there now. We are getting there. When I be telling you, I say we'll get there either good way or bad way. And for when you say we're getting there, say ABU. Because you see the government, and why you still saying we're getting there, hold it. Just say we're looking at it at the positive aspect. Because every time I say we're getting there, I told you 2 ways we can get there, either negatively or positively. We are getting there. And when we are getting there, we'll continue. Any day until I die, we are getting there. Until death, we'll always be on a journey. Thanks so much for the time. Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with us. Yeah, let me play my Crown Stopper thing here because I don't hear for long. Let me see my woman something here, man. I don't get that thing. No, I will always be vindicated, and we will be vindicated. And as it's coming, we'll be reminding you that you will be seeing what we're saying. Right? Good. All the decisions you made, we told you it was not good. It ended up wrong. All the decisions, even your main election with Dillon and everything ended up today. Where is Dillon? Everything we ever said, because we believe that it was not just about party or institute, it's about the country. Well, they didn't see it like that. You say, oh, A better driven journalist, better driven this, that. You're really come and see the better driven journalists that are partying up to one institution, and the very thing there now that they say, one thing about Liberian people, that while looking at a group of journalists going to other institutions, say there are certain journalists there now that used to be vocal, and they say, "Oh, they're reporting on CDC. I coming to see how they're coming to be reporting now," because our CDC was the only institution that they used to be reporting about all the negative things. Are coming to see how they will be reporting now. Everything that you call us, the memes you call us, you're about to see the people who really love the country. And I said that we don't want to use to let the country. Yeah, we are the people then who are foreigners. We don't let the country. The real people who love the country now, they are there. You're and the people who love it. We come and see there now. We yeah. Me I got time. I was not fighting for government job, but they that were there passing around insulting CDC officials because they wanted to get government job. Journalists that were fighting for government job, they acted like they were independent. You're about to see them. They were insulting us, celebrating your fellow colleague journalists. The military wanted to take kangaroo decisions here and there. You are celebrating it as a journalist. Today is your time. Let's see. And me, I will not celebrate any evil thing that happened to you because that evil is evil. It doesn't matter who's involved. I will not. But we are about to see you. Because you were fighting for you thought we were fighting for a job. No, I was not. I was never going to have a job. I was never. I said it. Only really anything I say, I mean it. Look, anything. You know why I can announce the things that I will do? So that I will be ashamed to take back my word because plenty of people have heard it. Anything you see, I keep to myself as a decision just from within. It's easier for me to change it because I won't know it. Anything I put outside and I tell you, say, this is what I would do. Especially to say, I don't want government job. And so, anyway, I don't even doing it to work, get government job. I'm saying it so that because of you, I will not be able to easily take back my word to go take it. I live for people. It's not about me. It's about you. So every word I make commitment, you are the people to watch it. So I normally voice it out because I don't want to be tempted to change some kind of way. So I voice it out so that you are there. It will make me shame to hold it back because I want you to count it against me. Thanks so much. Let's take this break.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't tell law in your hand, call the right authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Oh, yes, certainly. Thanks so much to Old Man Sam Cyan and his team. Great work there. So let's get onto the lines and start interacting with your callers on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104 are the numbers to call right here tonight on this very die. So let me get onto this first caller here on this die. And the numbers are up. And you can just start calling them, and we will be able to pick you when we can. And sorry, hello. Good evening. Let's hear from you quickly.
Thank you very much. My name is Robert Lewis, and I'm calling from Great Kimon County, Kalabak District.
Yeah, go on.
In Mother Park of Plantation.
Okay.
To July, elect Mr. Seer, what you said last night to us, and listen very carefully, the Congress came on last night, and he said exactly what he told us. Today they are only created. Who is Yakoba? He has come over direct money to them. So what should we do? They created him. And then he's paying back to them.
No, but they didn't create him for them. They didn't create him for them. That's the problem.
I agree. Now they created him for President Weah. Now we have left the seat for their own. And now he's sending cards to them. So you want us to say, like for me, as Robert Louis, I'm rejoicing because what the evil they meant for our beloved president, they have given to them. So we will rejoice for whatever you can call say, not causing to them. What the creator they come to them. So we should not rejoice, we will rejoice. Because we said that heaven sent is with us. Now we give it a chance. They are there. Can you talk about that? Listen, when you play two different AD, I mean, it won't fear me. When you stated that, thank God for President Weah that he peacefully left. Because if you say all this in the past, and there was their plan, you see what happened in Lofa. So it is also a jacket when you go on the picture on screen, when you reach a jacket, don't try it. So all of these things have been their plan to destabilize this country. But people know what listen. Thank God, with this reason we are peaceful, we give the country, but we still on our voice and our voice that we never lost this election, but they took it the way they wanted. Thank you for putting the time.
Thanks, Robert Louis, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? These people are interesting. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, fine. Let's go on. Let's listen to you. Michelle, let's listen to you, Chief. All right, thank you. Michelle, shut up. And of course, let's take yourself up. Hello, how you doing? You see, y'all always feel the pain of it. And that's one thing I told you. Hey, I say you're still vexed. That's my want to going. Good. Hello, how you doing? Now, you see the pain that you're just starting me. You're just start causing. You're not ready here to cause you. Y'all will insult in this. Hello? Hey, sorry. Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, go on quickly. Let's listen to you, please, quickly.
Calling from Frivo.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the hearing again. You know, you guys see it before you believe it.
Yeah, I think that now.
Why you get called back there was a plan. But now that plan is going to leak us one by one. First of all, I was saying, he said, thank you again. Thank you, Lord, we are for the peace that one honor the future.
Okay.
Okay, so, well, thank you.
You people that will die. I don't go see. So, then you people that they finish. Nothing I started.
Oh my God.
Jesus, this country. So they condemn nothing. I say anything. Jesus. My brother, go ahead, man. Let's listen to you.
Good evening. You know, during the war, when it started in Neighbor, we had a song that they used to sing. Now you can't understand, but let me just sing it for. The young way, yes, Okaraba, but coming go for Kaka, you go for yes, Okaraba. It means it's just a sing going room. What you can do unto people, do unto others.
Yeah.
As you wish. If somebody do it to you, you will feel satisfied. That's what will happen. And so, look, we get some people who understand like you, and we get about 10 people like this in this country. I don't think wrong information will get going across because there is wrong information about our country. People want to listen. So, you know, they never start talking yet. Because when their management, the management that they're talking about, they themselves, the UP will manage. The next thing you see now, that they will, when they manage actually going wrong, they will come up with the noise. And that's what I always do.
I got you people. Y'all really winning. Why you getting vexed? Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Eddie.
How you not doing? Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, Eddie. My son, I want to tell you thank you. You see, Eddie, I want people get a normal thing. When your child coming off and you see them learning how to curse, stop them from cursing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you will be among people that will cursing you the most.
You're right.
So don't celebrate when the child learning how to curse. Don't be like and say, my child touching. Hey, my child touching. That cursing, that child cursing, not touching. Take it for in their mouth. Tomorrow, before you get among people, they curse you. So the road like a monkey, aka bamboo. Thank you.
Thank you. I got it. Hello, how you doing? Jesus. Hello? It won't be there already. Come on, come here, Austin, then I come here. Yeah, I'm with we win there. You're crazy. All right. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello. Money. Maybe I'm Elijah Male.
Yeah. Yeah, go Elijah. Hello?
Maybe, you know, Liberia won the 419 election, the state company around the best. For us, we've been in opposition for 12 years. We just came to power, we did it for 6 years. They used to already. But the causing the big causing, we're not the problem with it. But we're not causing again. They will be causing because when I take seat, the condition you will be, will talk about it. They will be insulting. Of all, we're not going to insult them, but we exactly thought what will be happening. You see? Because I want to prophet killer outside. You can come back, we take our own reserve. And then I will come. So the concept of the job conduct causing. We get problem with another conduct causing. We here. Well, say what going on. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, Jama walking yesterday out there and toy, you're shaking like that. Jesus! What? So you been a high all week? Then you people there. You're too weak. Y'all get nothing. Jesus! My war. I just saw here. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Go on, your name quickly.
My name is Senior Party. I'm calling from Rayu.
Right.
I just want to appreciate you for the show. Thank you so much for the show. The boy got more to talk. Because even in my community, it to a small thing. What they can say you lie. Me, I can say you're not liar. I say I love that radio station. Even you say a big lie. Me, I will always stand by you. No matter what, even you hate me, I will still stand by you. Thanks so much for the show. May God bless.
Oh man, thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? Let's get on. Hello, how you doing? Your whole your United Party that you 1 man here and be passing. You're lazy and weak. Hello, how you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to tell you that thank you that God bless you. All of God, I help for my but what kind of party just want to do that? They go talking to the what kind of party you want to play? If you don't know what is on free, then just defend it. They can play it in the season. They would have forced you the party to let it off them. But the party just want to have a young quality. And I told that when it started, when it go away, we setting waiting for them. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, yeah, the guys, you have been my weekend great. Now, hello, how you doing? You're passing around just because you all the noise they hear there. Hello?
I'm there with you.
Why?
From the time the station, I've been falling again.
Sorry. It's not intentional anyway.
Maybe I felt bad when I heard about President Muya that he don't want the election. That whole night was a crime.
I know.
So I tell you, thank you very much for what all that you are bringing on show tonight that we're listening to you always. We're always going with you. Me, I'm a sponsor. So I will always be with you every hour, every minute.
Thank you, Dad. At least you've gone through. Thank you. How you doing?
Teacher Light. I see my son. The forget
defeat. They can't stand winning. They can't stand nothing. Oh, Joe, we are getting a team. Joe, we are saying you're taking. Because if you didn't take it, it was going to be chaos in the time. Already, Joe, we are giving to you. You don't win it, Joe, we are giving to you. Still, you're doing all kinds of things. The people can't learn. They can't learn. Look at that nothing there. You alone, they killing themselves. I even know how they will manage. I don't know how they will manage. And we get more time to give it to them. They might just do it peacefully. They might not want for nobody at all. The way we used to do it peaceful, I had the motive. Look at that there. That's only good you talking there. You will get the tea, say, okay, you're taking. They still you there, you doing all kinds of things. That's one thing, my child, God bless you.
Thanks, man, for your contribution. I appreciate that so much, and I think we are certainly getting there. What we're saying is, but I want to hear, say, I want person in this country who don't cost. I would not cost you on the radio. You think I told Jenna, what they causing that is that? They say I criticizing you. I didn't criticize anybody.
Mr. William,
go ahead. Let me quickly.
I'm Gustin Chabo calling from Bowman Bridge.
Okay, Gustin, let's listen to you quickly.
Anyway, Mr. William, I will come back. I will come to the show. I just want to say today was your friend birthday, Gustin Chabo, who called
Mr. Chabo, thank you so much, and of course, happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah.
You know, Mr. William, you know, some of our after President we are lost the election. You know, some of our first that necessarily eat. But you know, when you're telling for the truth, you know, I'm a strong man who always monitor your show. Or when you tell some for the truth, they always deny saying what it is saying is false. But you know, all what Yaka Koba used to say now is coming to life. You see Yaka Koba coming against them today. And we'll be steady looking at them. Because they used to take it, man, and put it against President. We are started giving President. We are all kind of insulting war. They will be celebrating now. The man coming go against them. You know, what you said last time, I monitor the show, and what you said, it came to pass. I listen to the press conference hard today when you play on the air. I listen to it keenly. So, Mr. William, I thank you, for the show tonight.
All right, thanks so much, boss, for your contribution. I appreciate that, and we are certainly getting there. All right, and I enjoy the rest of your day. All right, Chief. Thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, bro. ABI coming on.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, I'm Emmanuel Kanga calling for Georgeville.
All right.
Oh, bro, ABC, the only that blue gala saying is a tantra for Ryan. The people are saying, but this coming around now, you can ready for that. When we pray God, you will lay low, because we are not in politics, we will not know nothing about politics, we will not even know nothing of things like you are here. Today, you are able to say about our friend and ask you. For other people not believe you, and those that not believe you, so now they see when they not believe Jesus, but Judas cannot believe Jesus Christ. You see Jesus Christ first. That how other people that not believe you, when it comes to pass, by the time you will know that, or choose you to be somebody in the group. But brother, maybe the only thing that they do, they don't learn how to.
I know.
I'm a first time calling, but we pray God and you will lay low for us to continue to educate us.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, fine. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, this is I'm on my bridge.
Okay.
Brother, okay. Oh, we bless you. Maybe what you guys have been saying for the one of the election back on last step. You said you are saying bottom. Everything that you said, they came to fruition. And you see, the people dress their own devil. And the devil is about to dance for them. They thought they were dressing the devil for CDC. But they forgetting to know that the devil that was dressing the devil to dance for them. And but if we now in lane, we get them for their 90 days. What they think they want to do, anything to rescue us, we are relaxed. That expectation
when has criticism become wrong in this country? For 6 years they criticize we are. Nobody cares. Nobody. When has criticism become wrong? That sound.
Nobody can report. We do none of that. We accept our criticism. So it is the time for them to accept our own.
The one criticism is called for democracy. We are getting all our one there. Nobody has a problem with me. I don't care. I was telling you it's for the country. You want to get a party issue here there, now. And we're washing out our country. Yeah, how you doing? Please go on. Let's listen to you.
I do, brother.
Yeah.
I'm being calling from New Jersey, my man Momo. Your man Momo, man.
Okay, Momo, let's hear from you. Thank you so much for joining, Chief.
My man, I heard that. Yo, look. And just that thing.
I say, the minute I start where you get criticizing, you get your chance small now. I say, but what are you doing?
People there, we told them. No, my man,
we don't start here to put out even where you say, have I criticized anybody? No, I just tell you all the things I'm happy. You just crying, my knee. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah,
hey, but man, you're lying. You can't do this. You got to stay away from the monitor to do that. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, Amy. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. Go on.
Yes, I'm calling from Salaye.
Okay, go on. Salaye, Lofa County. Let's hear from you, Chief.
Yes, thank you very much for the show. You want generally this movie like that, for a lot. Maybe for us, we put ourselves on record. Not Ambassador Joseph Imam Banga from the first because we know that this movement is peacefulness. It's this country.
Okay.
President Biya was the representative. But what they are going to see is that some people want to see have just begun. They should stop crying. But it's not for it. We had someone who was thinking of developing this country, and they said he was not a rebel person. He has given a portrait to the rebel person. That is what guy in the United States. These guys do not care. They don't care about the Latino people. So we are sitting back.
Wow. Thank you. One thing we're not going to do, hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah, hello? Yeah?
The press conference, you can cover tonight. You see, the woman said, well, you know, there will be no Liberia. And the one you can cover for it, it will take it to where? They say, if you could make it out, they will to turn the country outside down. They will take it to where? So we pray for Jawea. He's a peacemaker. Let God be with you and Jawea. Let God be your Lord. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dad. Thanks so much for your contribution. We appreciate that. So let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Hello, let's go on. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello, please go on quickly. Let's listen to you. Aaron, you're bringing your bid, but anyway, go on. Let's see how far you go.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, they put their motors, like they have more, they want to claim the honor.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your contribution. And I don't know who's this, but this person, I don't. Who's this?
Gossip Chapel, the same man who call, you know.
Yeah, but Chapel others are what they calling here on. So please, let me just get a chance, please. Hello, how you doing?
Yes, thank you, Brother AB. Thank you so much for the show. God bless you. Maybe one of my greatest disappointment in the whole 6 years of President Weah's reign, it has to do with the body oppressed. We saw people abusing the president, and one day I never heard the Liberia Council of Churches coming over air or civil society to rebuke those who were doing it. And today, by the grace of God, the Bible says, whatsoever seed that you sow, you're going to reap that seed. And now it is turning against them. I will see what they will say in the 6th year. If it was right for a man to abuse the president mother, for a man to abuse a leader, the president was saying it is wrong to abuse your leader. In our democracy, I've been all over the other country in the South region here. I haven't seen it. But why is it that you did not put stop to it as a pastor? And other pastors around who voted for, this particular UP government, now they are against it, and they are going against let's say Yeke, who are not even started yet. So thank you for the show, and thank you for all that you have been saying.
Okay, thank you, Michael. We appreciate that. Pastor David, what's up?
Yeah, Thierry.
What's up?
My group here, we are gearing up in 2029, wherever.
Okay.
So for us, we'll be voting on Koluba.
Okay.
So Yaka will enjoy being he will enjoy. The only thing we want him to do is to elevate the insult. Just make it more hard up. Just increase it.
Well, man, don't like today why you didn't love them.
No. I mean that was how he won, and that was exactly why elderly women met and left all of districts and went to district number 10. It wasn't on the basis of making laws. It wasn't on the basis of policy. It was not because Yeke was drafting policy. No. How many bills? It was not on the basis. It was simply because he was insulting the president. So we got to stop these things. If we were the one telling people, don't vote Yeke, because it makes somebody say, they're not talking to you. They're not talking. So for me, I don't know how the nation going to look at it. We saw there in a more Mr. Koluba will elevate the insult and make it more hard for Mr. Baka. We ready because the reason why he came to power and came to permanent, it was because he was insulting the president. Like we said, so ask the people there, ask those who are in the legislature, what kind of policy, what kind of law did he need to change the lives of the people, except for saying, President, we are this. So some of us condemn that. It was good, and our women and our mothers and everybody left the country, all the districts and wanted to do it. It means we are equally resolved to have elected. Yeke elected in 2029. Only thing we want you to do is to keep posting. Just for everybody. Post everybody. You see,
I'm not seeing you, man. I'm talking like on the radio. People listening, children listening. Don't be encouraging that, yeah, man. Pascal, stop that. Most of my students, some of them are young, along with their parents. Remember elevating sorts. No, we will not condone that, and that I will not. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello, how you doing? Yeah, go on. Let's listen to you quickly. Go ahead, please. We're listening to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's my first time on the show.
Okay.
I say thank you for what you did for in this country.
Thank God.
But when it comes to politics, someone will not know about politics. So, my question is that
I know. I can sense that. Okay. Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for always following. Keep us in your prayers as we continue to drive this country forward. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, go on, boss. Let's listen to you quickly, please.
I'm calling from District 4.
District 4. Mr. Wizwa or Wafer? Wafer. Okay, go on, Chief.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the show. But for me, I don't want 2 years before we start keeping the ball rolling.
Okay. So, my wait for 1 or 2 years. For you will wait 2 years before the ball starts to roll.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother. Okay, so let's get on to the next caller right here on this very day. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Abby.
Yeah.
Abby, let me say, happy belated birthday. That tried getting you yesterday.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
Yeah, I pray that God should extend your life, spend so that you can live for 100 years to come, and your great grandchildren can enjoy you while you're sitting on your back porch.
playing with them. Maybe having said that, this is David King, the proper defender. I called you from a resident this evening. You know, Maybe yesterday when we told people that what Honorable Korba was doing to President Weah and Vice President Taylor was not a good thing for him to have done. And the guys on the United Party were hailing Yeke. If you see the kind of vote Yeke got, it did not come from the people of Oro. But I can tell you, the 16th electoral district in Mosovaro County, the people governed their forces and came to district number 10 and registered in that district to make Yeke representative again. They felt that they were doing it against George Weah. Now that he had turned against them. You listen to Yeke Korba. He said, if you feel that my expression will change, it will not change because politics no uncle, and no brother, no father. In fact, Joseph Walker, when he addressed me, he addressed me as Yeke Korba, not as nephew. So he clearly seen to Joseph Walker that if you feel that you hurt my talking because you feel I supported you and I insulted people that you are clapping here, it is not your time. If you do anything that will not go down well with the Liberian people, myself, I will tell my barrack to my mom to you and start to spray you with all kind of insult I sprayed President Weah and Joe out there with before. So now that the United Party people are hearing it now, I don't know what is that thinking. But if you thinking that Yeke Korba will change, you will not change. You will continue to insult you people.
No, but you should not. You should at least try to appreciate. They didn't put him there for Buakai. Their election had a scope. Yeah. So
they had a motive. That motive was
and that motive was not. It was not for Buakai. So he will be disappointing them. No, but he will be disappointing them now that it is Buakai in power. He doesn't have to do that.
My little brother Pascal was very emotional and said to us that the brother should continue to court. No, we don't have to order Yeke to court. Yeke got his mouth. He got his mind. He worked with his mind. Everything that Yeke said, Yeke is not insane. You know what he's saying. So whatever Yeke say to those people, we should consider it as such because everybody believes that Yeke can talk true. So whatever Yeke say is the truth that he's talking. Okay. So nobody to have problem with him. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And so, folks, that's all the time we've got. And I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. I really appreciate all of you. You see, the lesson learned from this, everything you hear us preach here, it has a lesson. Except you are stubborn, that's when you will not learn the lesson we intend to achieve in preaching. And this country should move forward. We told you and we have said it. We don't want this. It doesn't help. And that's why we'll try to discourage some, because if anybody thinks that we will come back 2029 and then we start the same thing, then it will just be rolling like that. I think that's not what we intend to do. So let us be. Look, for me, like I told you people, that what I always told you, and I like to give me cost. Because just by the way I'm talking, say it can help people. So why should I go cost? Just by the way my mouth, I can just open it and just press on some things. It can hurt you. It can be more painful said than for me to open my mouth to cost. So I don't need to cost. The truth hurts. The truth itself can hurt to the extent that you don't need to open your mouth to insult. Two things can hurt in this world: insult and that of course. One there is sin, one there is not sin. Truth can hurt. It hurts a lot. And that's why you see most of them passing around here, and it can hurt them to the boom. And it is the same thing, because I'm consistent about what I've said and I will continue to say it. I'm not going to disappoint those people who believe in me. That you people see people changing around and you see people flipping around. The people who can flip around, you're about to see them. They will flip around, they will change. I'm not changing. I will continue to say. In fact, I will be reminding you about what I said before that will be happening now to tell you that I'm consistent. You will get to know that. The truth hurts. So just speak the truth. The truth hurts. Brother, sorry. But there's nothing. I haven't started yet though. We haven't started yet as a team to work yet. You ain't ready to see it yet. No. They want that the outside forces. Now, your internal forces who will start going against you and coming outside to start insulting you or whatever, that group not come up here because you get your own people in your own camp that will come from there out of disappointment. The same way people came from Weah camp, the Eugene Fagon there, Samuel Wozie there, they came up, they start misbehaving. That the same way you will get your own group that will be disappointed. That group will come up to misbehave. The pressure in governance is not easy. For we are to manage this country peacefully at this level. You're yet in our ECT, you're yet start causing. For we are to just say, yeah, let's take it. Let's see, let this be. That we are school of tolerance I graduated from. And I'm in the tolerance era. I will be tolerant. I get about it. Thanks so much. In fact, I don't even graduate good set because the kind of tolerant level we are getting, I even reach there yesterday. So I don't even graduate good set. I'm still in we are school of tolerance. I don't know whether I will even graduate because the kind of thing he can take, I'm not able to take it. I've been failing along the lines. Intolerance. Tolerance. That goes about when it comes, I can fail sometimes. Because that thing that we are teaching, I'm not able yet. Just a little way about it, cry here, right? Thanks so much for the time. Enjoy your weekend. And I enjoyed a long weekend that starts on today and, of course, continues on tomorrow, day after, then on Monday. I'll be enjoying yourself for the Christmas Day celebration. Thanks so much for being there. Let's meet in the peace. Let's continue to share great ideas, thoughts about one another. And let's be supportive of one another. Thanks so much for being there. Do have a pleasant time. Bye-bye.